those people who just joined us in the first meeting. So for your context, like this community is all about conversation. We want you guys to actually engage, answer others, comment, ask your questions, reply others questions, and share what you want to actually achieve. Like you guys can share your own websites. We can in the live call we can actually review them, and we can see like whatever we can bring out of it, whatever impactful things you can do right now with your own websites, and what are the challenges you guys are facing, so everybody can get kind of answers like for their own problems. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, so today our
Assalamualaikum.
is, yeah, walaikum assalam.
भाई क्या हाल चाल है? Can I speak?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Yes, please.
मैंने ग्रुप में मैसेज किया था थोड़े दिन पहले, शायद याद हो, गारमेंट्स अपैरल का काम है मेरा, निटवेयर से रिलेटेड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है हमारी। मैंने आपसे पूछा था कि वेबसाइट, उसकी वेबसाइट पे कन्वर्जन या उसको टॉप पे लेके आना ये कितना वर्दी है, यानी कि एज ए बिजनेस, यानी कि ये जो आप लोग सर्विस देते हैं एसईओ या कोई भी इस तरह की सर्विसेज, ये तो चले ठीक है, एक सर्टेन लेवल पे इनकी ऑडियंस भी है, लोग ढूंढ भी रहे हैं। जैसे हमारी सर्विसेज है कि हम मैन्युफैक्चर करके देते हैं स्पोर्ट्स की जैकेट्स, ये फलाना, ये इस तरह की चीजें, निटवेयर और समथिंग बिजनेसेस जो बिग बिजनेसेस समझ लें इंडस्ट्री रिलेटेड, टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री और ये निटवेयर की इंडस्ट्री, क्या इनके लिए भी इतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है ये सारी चीजें, और इनको भी किया जा सकता है, और क्या फ्रेमवर्क है इसके लिए?
अच्छा, इसके लिए ना एक चीज है, बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है। गिव मी अ सेकंड, माय there is some issue I am facing right
Sure, take your time.
So I'll join.
लड़के का बैकग्राउंड बड़ा प्यारा है। अनम्यूट कीजिएगा प्लीज।
Yeah, sorry. So I was speaking like your problem is like your question was about like how effective SEO can be for apparel or these kind of niches. So
Exactly.
So yeah, so my perspective is that like it is the one of the most effective way to focus on these channels, because like I feel like every channel apparel is something like in the consume, like all the similar kind of industries like e-commerce is SEO is really effective, because I've been working on one store and I know like a lot of people are just still like searching on Google. Secondly, if you are able to come up in geo like LLMs, and you can see like your brand is recommended for some certain kind of your product attributes, like you are saying you are providing wholesale, so your fabric, like if someone is searching for Pakistani fabrics in wholesale for in UK, so your brand could be recommended because your brand is assigned for some specific thing. And if you want to mention yourself, like there are some certain strategies we will discuss later. So if you are following that and LLMs are going to recommend you, it is more probability like people will going to see your brand, and they will likely go to search for you. Maybe LLMs will give the link and they will directly ask you for the wholesale things. And somehow like if you are appearing on both SEO and geo and your social presence is good, that would be like, again, like it is an omni-channel optimization thing. So if you are also your social media is strong and you're sharing something which people can relate, it would be like a great opportunity for you. So everybody will be able to trust better. So the one thing which if I conclude, so if you have to get like if you want to get a lot of sales and if you want to dominate your market, you will have to work on the omni-channel optimization. You can't just focus on SEO, or you can't just focus on the social media because or ads. like everything will be like combined and it will like more effective. Maybe like if your conversion rate from SEO was 1% previously, it could be 10% after your omni-channel optimization. So that matters a lot.
इसमें मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा, लाइक लेट्स से कि हम ओमनी चैनल की बात कर रहे हैं, इससे प्रीवियस एक वन स्टेप बैक करें अगर चीजों को, तो ये इसका सेल साइकिल बड़ा लंबा है। ये जो अपैरल की मार्केट है ना, इसमें जैसे हमने बना के देना है, तो जो बायर है बड़ा कॉन्शियस है और उसको पता है कि वो जो कुछ बनवाना चाह रहा है वो उस तरीके का पाकिस्तान, उसके लिए मार्केट जो है वो एक छोटी मार्केट नहीं है, उसके लिए मार्केट है पाकिस्तान है, चाइना है, टर्की है, इंडिया है, बांग्लादेश है, नेपाल है, जो वो इस तरह देखे। फिर उनके अंदर अगर आप कैस्केड डाउन करें, फनल डाउन करें, तो बहुत सारे लोग हैं। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि ओमनी चैनल वो इस तरह बाय नहीं करेगा जिस तरह की कोई ई कॉमर्स का से एक सिंपल ब्रांड से बंदा, मतलब वो जैसे टच पॉइंट्स आप देंगे 7-8 तो वो वहां से आके आपसे बाय कर लेगा। मुझे लगता है इसके लिए एसईओ बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है। मेरे कुछ कंपेटिटर कह लें या हेल्दी ब्रदर्स कह लें जो वो काम कर रहे हैं इसी मार्केट में, उनकी एक वेबसाइट है, वो रैंक्ड है, और मेरे हिसाब से मैंने देखा हुआ है कि वो इतनी मतलब कोई बहुत ही बला की रैंक्ड नहीं वेबसाइट, लेकिन वो अच्छा काम ले रहे हैं वहां से। कस्टम मतलब वो बनाते हैं लो एमओक्यू, 500 पीसीस 200 पीसी से बात शुरू करते हैं, और फिर ब्रांड्स को आपको पता है कि मल्टीपल डिजाइन में चीजें चाहिए होती है, वो थाउजेंड्स पे चली जाती है। तो पाकिस्तान में बेसिकली पाकिस्तान से तो नहीं खैर आएंगे, लेकिन बाहर से ही आते। तो मेरे जहन में जो सवाल है ना, मैं उसको थोड़ा सा और अच्छे से कर लेता हूँ। हम अगर एसईओ के पर्सपेक्टिव से रहें, क्योंकि हम लिंक्डइन पे ऑलरेडी हैं, चीजें चल रही हैं और वहां पे पोस्टिंग भी करते हैं और सारा कुछ। एसईओ का जो है ना पर्सपेक्टिव, ये है कि मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे ये जर्नल है, निटवेयर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक जर्नल मतलब कैटेगरी है, इसके अंदर अगर सब कैटेगराइज करें, जैसे कोई हम बना लें किसी के लिए, जैसे एक होते हैं बड़े साइज के लोग, जर्मनी में बड़े बड़े साइज के लोग होते हैं, बहुत उनके बड़े कद होते हैं, ओवर साइज है ना, तो ये कैटेगरी उनके लिए बहुत सारे ब्रांड हैं जो नहीं बनाते कपड़े। तो हम उनको कोई ये मैं ढूंढ रहा था, तो मैंने देखा कि वहां के उनके लिए रेडिट पे देखा कि इश्यूज हैं, लोग उनको स्पेसिफिकली उनके साइजेस नहीं है, जैसे कि एक्सेस या बनता है स्मॉल के लिए, बहुत डबल एक्सएल बन रहा है, 3 एक्सएल बन रहा है, उनको 8 एक्सएल जाके आता है कि वो लोग इतने बड़े साइजेस है। तो एक पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी है, हम यहाँ पे रैंक कर सकते हैं। इसके अलावा कोई इसी तरह की रेलेवेंट कैटेगरी जिन पे लोग काम नहीं कर रहे और हम वहां पे काम कर रहे हैं। तो मैं बस ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि अगर आपने प्रीवियसली किसी इस तरह की फील्ड में काम किया जिसका सेल साइकिल लंबा है और वो उसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते, तो ये फ्रूटफुल है यहाँ पे मेहनत, क्योंकि टाइम टेकिंग बहुत है। मतलब सोचने में भी लगता है कम से कम कोई एक इंप्रेशन आने में 6 महीने लगेंगे, मतलब इस तरह की थिंकिंग है एसईओ के हवाले से। तो कोई कोई पैटर्न है, कोई रिलेटिविटी है जो ऑलरेडी आपने किसी के साथ काम किया हो?
आई थिंक आई हैव ऑलरेडी शेयर, लाइक मेरा अपना एक ब्रांड है, लाइक ब्रांड नहीं है लेकिन गूगल उसको परसीव ब्रांड के तौर पे कर रहा है। But before that, like your question was like how effective it could be, like why should I spend like 6 months or more, because it could take 6 months to get first impressions. So from for your clarity, like I can tell you, like it is not like that, and you will not need 6 months to get your impressions. It is like really easier to get the impressions early, because like you can maybe in the first month you will be able to just start, like if your website is brand new, maybe Google will not push you traffic. But if your website is older but you have not actually did any SEO activities on that, and you did not actually you just fixed the fundamentals like accessibility, you just uploaded your products, and Google can just see that content even without any backlink. I think you will be able to start getting clicks and conversions. Right now the market is like, if the market is not really competitive, or either your product line is too much bigger. So if that is the case, you will be like in the start you will start getting even conversion, not clicks, in the first month. Like people will start talking about your product. They will ask you like how maybe you can't sell, like maybe the audience will not as it is, but that will something. Secondly, there is a framework which I have shared in the last call as well, so I'm just concluding that, so in case like you missed that some of the
I unfortunately missed that.
yeah. So do you can actually get a clarity over it. So first of all, like we perceive everything from the sales led perspective. Like if you are uh, like these are the results which I have shared. Like we got these results at 156K to 1.7 million traffic in 10 months, 1.5 million signups in 1 year, $400 to $15,000 per day sale, and we have outranked like biggest competitors like Google and Adobe in 6 months on Google. So the framework was pretty same. And this is what I've called it, like every web document must sell the product. So in e-commerce, is similar. Like if you are writing something, or if you are publishing any content, product page or the category page, it should be sellable. And how you can make sure like if your product is sellable, like maybe if you are in e-commerce and you have a product page, everybody has the product page, so how you can be the sellable, and why others are not sellable. So maybe we can search some query like um, let me check like any specific shoes. So I'm just trying to get a product page keyword where the Nike something views, Nike shoe, running shoes.
क्या आप लाइव अपैरल पे थोड़ी सी रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, मतलब थोड़ा सा मैं
I think like you will get the similar idea. Like so don't need to like be curious. Like you will get the clear answer like what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
So
sure.
let me open like any kind of product page. So this is the product page, and this product is called uh, ACG Zagma trial. So this is the men's trial running shoes. And if you want it to rank, like let's suppose it is a common product, it is coming already, but if it's a common product and this one is actually ranking for the Nike product, so why it's actually coming after that? So we can actually review. So you will get some answers from here. So sellable doesn't mean like you have to talk in a sales like a salesman. You have to convince the user. It is the point. Like if you can convince the user to buy your product, that's sellable. So right now, if you how the product page could be sellable, if you can convince the people like you have the best at product attributes here, your clothing, your apparel has the best attributes, best size for that, best color for them, best fabric for them, best stitching for them. So everything matters. And if you are able to sell them, like you can give them some discount, some return bonus, anything like free shipping. So the review, if you have some good reviews, so all of them will matters. And if your content is also like explaining that, like if your content is not explaining, definitely it doesn't matter. So Google can understand what you are offering to the user as well. And this is what like they have done. But if you will go over it, you will see this is actually more relevant to that. So like it is actually it is a blog maybe. Let me check like shop men's, shop woman. All right. So, but what they are doing, they were actually talking about stability, cushioning, durability. They have just a kind of uh, pragmatic approach, but this is working for them. Like right now, they are able to actually talk about it. They have definitely, if they are talking about the speed board, they have even like talk about the attribute values. If you are just saying the attribute, it doesn't matter. But if you are also adding the attribute values, it will matters a lot. So this is the core context. Like you have to actually convince Google. Same from the landing page, same from the blog, same from the services page, same from the e-commerce category or the product page. Category could how could sell. So if you are providing more offers, like more options, and your competitor is providing 20 options, you are providing 50 options, you will definitely compete with them and you will be able to rank better because you have the more options. And this is your convincing power for Google that you are sellable. You have more options for Google user, and they can actually get more ideas. They can get more flexibility to purchase their best version. And there was a kind of pattern I explained last time, but this is the core. You have to, every action should be analyzed these through lens. Like first of all, user interaction. Like if your page user interaction could be bad by doing anything, like if you are going to add one new page, it could actually, and it is actually diluting the user interaction. Like maybe 100 people will come over it, and all those 100 people will have the bad experience. It will reduce your ranking. So every time if you are going to make a new page, or you are going to update the existing page, or you are going to do any kind of changes from any perspective, like on even on social media, you have to make sure your user interaction should be better, not should be dropped. Secondly, your topical authority. What it means, like the side focus should be on the one thing. Like if you, we have like Hicksfield, so we are having AI video and AI image product, but we are also going for website builder, we are also going for the AI app builder. So these are the product functionalities we can also offer in our supercomputer. So what I'm saying is that you have to make sure your focus should be around one thing which can cover all of that domain, and in that one thing everything should be covered. Like you have the topical coverage of all that topic, like under that topic. The example is Hicksfield was AI video generator, what people believe earlier. Now we have moved towards AI creative suite. So everything which is coming under the AI creative suite, all of features we can provide. And this is how you can actually um, increase the your topical coverage. You can talk about video, image, website builder, app builder, AI voice generation. So you can video generator, you can offer video generation features, and editing features again. So there are a lot of things which comes under that, and you will have to cover it. Same thing goes for the product side. If you are going to cover all of them, you have to like if you are talking about any certain apparel, and if you want to like make sure like you want to rank just for that, like your core focus should be defined. And if your core focus is around, let's suppose, any specific apparel, then you will have to deeper down under that apparel. Like you will have to offer any kind of attribute, any kind of product functionality, any kind of product exists under that apparel category. It should be covered on your website, or you have it somewhere, like actually convince Google about that, like we have it. And that's a strategy we will discuss in detail like later. And like there are more things like expertise, your trust signals, your EEAT, like what kind of vocabulary you are being using. It should be relevant to the user vocabulary. Content depth, how well you are actually defining your product attributes, your brand entity, and your brand understanding should be clear to Google. What people called for you, like if they want to see your website. So those kind of clarities help you a lot to build topical authority. So your whatever you are going to do on your website, your author profile, your the people who are going to publish content on your website, those authors also matter. So all of them comes under this umbrella, which is topical authority. And topical authority must increase. It should not drop. It could be dropped as well. If you are going to publish something which doesn't add value, or which change the focus of website. Sometimes we can, like there is one more thing, like sometimes we go broader, like maybe we are coming under AI creative suite, but we can go out of that, like marketing campaigns, we can talk about it. But how you will make sure like it doesn't change the site focus? One thing is that if you're going to publish over it, you have to connect back with your core attribute. Secondly, there is one more strategy where we actually start publishing on both things in the parallel way. Secondly, so this is user interaction and topical authority must increase whatever efforts you are doing, and you have to continue doing efforts for topical authority. And the last part, which is a little technical, which is cost of processing for Google or any LLM. But before that, let me check the question. I need to start drinking apps, so I need to build a website as well, or only apps is fine. Uh, Actually, SEO, like right now, I'm focusing majorly on SEO website side, and what I have seen, like I think you will need if you are like going towards like alcoholic drink or something like that. I'll not actually prefer, but like I'll not recommend, but overall, like in any category, in general, any category, you will need a website where they can also purchase, because it's a business use case. Like your audience can access wherever they want, and you will have to be there. And the last part is cost of processing, which is called like crawling cost, indexing cost, processing cost, like your website processing, understanding your website, what it does, and then the ranking cost, like which website is should be on top, should be on the second position, and which website should not be on it cost, and then re-ranking cost, like what was the previous experience of your website, and now where should I rank it or should I drop it? So all of these things cost to Google. Rendering, redirection, like if you are linking to something. So uh, please give some time on what. So like these are the things like cost of processing, page broad. Like page broad means like uh, you have created a lot of pages, and those pages are not worthy for Google, and you have just make it live. So Google is going to like read those. Google is trying to understand what it does, and that is useless data, and Google is just it is just increasing the cost to Google, and Google will. So in response, Google will decrease the cost of retrieval, and they will decrease the crawling budget, which will assign to your website. So your website will view less, and once it will view less, it will be considered less, and if it will be considered less, it will giving you rankings less, and if you will be ranking less, you will be having conversion less. So everything will be dropping from this thing. So you have to make sure your cost of processing should be optimized along with your other activities. It's even like the keyword cannibalization is one feature, like where you have two pages for one product, one keyword. In that case, even like if both of keywords are competing with each other and Google can't understand it, it is actually increasing the cost. So it also comes under this lens. So you have to make sure you always decrease the cost of processing, always increase the topical authority, always increase the user interaction. If any task, any activity, if even LLM is recommending you to do, like you are just using Claude to actually understand SEO and just running over it, if you know these basic concepts, you will be able to get ranked really well, and you will be able to get results with just Claude help. And one more thing you have to keep in mind, which is actually I have shared some link. Yeah, Google predict quality of new page based on the average quality of all pages at that domain, path, or folder. So if your average web quality is actually dropping, you will not be able to, your new page will not be assigned rankings. Like if you have less page, like 20 pages, and all those 20 pages have like 30% average quality, your new page will assign 30%. Like Google will predict like your new 31st page will be having also 21 page will be having like 30% average quality as well, and it will show you on based on that ranking. Like if your competitor is having 29% average quality score, you will be having 30%, so your new page will come up on top. But if your average quality is dropping and dropped, then you will not be able to rank really well, and you will be not considered in the rankings in start. All right, so yeah, that's it. You guys can see my these recordings as well later, but for now, like this is the core concept, and yeah, So coming back to the point, like where we were, so you guys know, like there is a huge probability like you can actually get like for the B2B things, and I think like Google and SEO is something which helps you a lot. Even for the SaaS e-commerce industries, like SEO is something bigger than you guys expect. Like there is a huge potential for your brand discovery, for your brand awareness, and your brand conversions, your brand revenue as well. So yeah, so over to you guys. Any question do you have?
जी सर, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
क्या हाल है सर? ठीक है
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, मैं ठीक ठाक।
जी सर। अच्छा सर, मैं थोड़ा सा अपना इंट्रोडक्शन करवाता हूँ। मैं एज अ सिमेंटिक एसईओ एक्सपर्ट काम कर रहा हूँ सिर्फ लॉ फॉर्म वेबसाइट्स पे, और लिंक्डइन के थ्रू मेरी सारी कंपेन होती है। अच्छा, मैं सर ये पूछना चाह रहा था, रिसेंट मेरा ना मुझे एक बहुत बड़ी लॉ फर्म एज अ एसईओ एक्सपर्ट हायर किया है। तो मैंने उनसे ये एलएलएम मॉडल्स में जो हमारे पास चैट जीपीटी है, वो सारे अगर अगर आप अवेलेबल होते हैं, अगर आप पेड किसी को मतलब अपना थोड़ा सा टाइम दें, फॉर एग्जांपल जिस तरह मैं हूँ, मैंने आगे प्रोजेक्ट लिया है, तो आप एज अ पेड मेंटोर मतलब कुछ 10 से 15 आर्टिकल में हेल्प कर सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से सिमेंटिकली, मुझे थोड़ा सा इशू ना सिमेंटिकली ये कंटेंट लिखने की, जिसकी वजह से मैं अभी भी इसमें बिजी हूँ कि मेरा माइंड ये नहीं क्लिक कर रहा कि किस तरीके से हम लिखते हैं। हालांकि अगर हम कंटेंट लिखें तो उसके वर्ड्स, अगर एआई से कंटेंट लिखे तो वो अच्छा लिखता है। बस इसी चीज में मैं फंसा हुआ हूँ, तो आप ये हेल्प कर सकते हैं, मतलब अवेलेबल हैं आप?
जी, I'm sorry, like I'll not be available unfortunately. Like fortunately, क्योंकि मैं already बहुत सारी चीज़ों को ना मैं कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूँ और ऑलरेडी वो पेंडिंग में है। सो इस सिचुएशन के अंदर आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्चुअली हेल्प पीपल, और एंड दैट एक्चुअली हेल्प मी टू रिमाइंड एंड like remember those things which I have learned over the time. So because of that, like I'm like two-way, it's a two-way conversation, and I'm like just trying to actually help people, and also like it always helps me to actually grow ahead. So that's the case, like that's why I'm here. Other than that, like I like there is a guy like who was actually meet me 2 weeks ago, and I can like still show you. He offered me like he actually filled the form which was about like 5K. It I will delete that voice. So yeah, so it was like $5K, and I have like from the last 2 weeks he have text me like 3 to 4 times, and I could not actually respond him because of my current unavailabilities. Even my team was not actually available, and I don't want to actually take a risk on someone money. I want like if I have the capacities, then I will check. So right now I'm having some communications with some of the good AI startups in the SEO world. I will share the names later. So right now, like they need my consultation. So I'm like already occupied, and I'm just trying to free up somehow like, with some projects. So then might be I will be having like a conversation separately as well. But right now, what you can do, like you can actually ask me any questions within that conversation. Like we will have every 2 weeks, and you guys can like ask any kind of question. Like if I know, I will answer, and if I don't know, I will let you know like who is the right person for this question, and maybe I can like it will help me to actually understand more things better. Yeah. Anything like you want to share here, or do you want to ask here? All right. So yeah. So anybody have any questions right now? Like, what do you guys expect in this conversation? What kind of questions do you guys get for this call?
हेलो
Assalamu alaikum.
जी वालेकुम सलाम जी सिंक विद साद के ग्रुप में आपने एक टिप दी थी कि योर एवरी वेब डॉक शुड रिप्रेजेंट योर एक्सपर्ट सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर इन लोकल एसईओ टॉपिकल अथॉरिटी केस इसको थोड़ा आप एक्सप्लेन कीजिएगा
Actually, I already shared that every page should be actually talking about your product brand. Maybe I forget in this call, but the core thing is like if you are having any kind of product page, like or the landing page, or the service page, or the uh, blog, and you are actually talking about your product, like my product is Hicksfield, and I'm talking about like how to generate videos with Hicksfield AI and or with AI. So and I'm talking about the solution, and I'm speaking and I'm like pushing Hicksfield AI there, and I'm saying like Hicksfield has the best AI video generator. That makes sense. But after that, I will also like confirm like Hicksfield is an AI creative suite. So this is my core service. And even like another example is that I'm publishing the content on marketing campaigns, and I'm talking about what are the best marketing campaigns, how to do it. And if like if I'm publishing the content over it, if it has a lot of search demand, it has a lot of potential to get conversion, and it is out of my topic, but still I will actually talk about marketing campaigns, marketing strategy. That is something like I will explain, and then somewhere I will actually embed my product. Like we have Xfield AI, which is AI creative suite, and you can actually use that product for your conversions. These are the strategies. Like in those strategies, I will place my product and I will tell them like for this use cases, you can go for the Hicksfield and you can use those kind of features, and you will get a lot of you will be able to get benefit from that tool. And this is how my product will again and this is something which will come up in the training data for the Google, and it will actually help people to help Google to actually understand your product better. And every time once it will be reading about your blogs, it will understand what is your core product and everything. Like if you are talking about we have you can't say like Hicksfield is an AI video generator, and you can't say Hicksfield is an AI image generator. Both of things are actually competing with each other. Like so, you will have to say something which connect everything together.
जी ठीक हो गया शुक्रिया आपका मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन है मैं पूछ सकता हूँ अगर कोई और क्वेश्चन नहीं है आपके पास तो
जी जी यस प्लीज
अच्छा एंकर टेक्स्ट की रेशियो सर क्या होनी चाहिए क्योंकि ब्रांडेड एंकर टेक्स्ट की सेमी ब्रांडेड और जो एंटिटी बेस्ड एंकर टेक्स्ट है इनको किस तरह क्रॉस द वेब हम मैनेज कर सकते हैं
That's a good question. Actually, it matters and it varies a lot. For now, like there is a safe side, but for your context, like I don't know like where you want to get anchor text. Like the websites matters a lot right now, which I believe. And the second thing is like what my strategy is simple. I use the exact anchor because like at the like the level of a website which I have been working on are really good, and I don't have any concern towards the spamming. And I know like Google will be able to understand my product better if I will be targeting the exact angle. So most in the first case, like for your perspective, like how my strategy will be simple. Like you have whenever I will get website and I want to like rank some specific page for some specific query, my code process will be like I will try to get specific anchor. Like if I want to rank for the some keyword, I will use it as it is. And once I will be able, or there are two keywords which are both are having a lot of search demand, then I will use both of them. But I will prioritize one more and the other one less, but not like that. Like if you are going to make a uh, backlinks for AI video generator, you are making for make AI video, make a video with AI, generate a video with AI, something like more broader. I don't do it. I just make AI video generator, and if AI video generator is actually ranking for it, this thing I should actually remove it. But if it is ranking for it, then I will go for this other variations as well to capture more demand, to capture more traffic on the same page from the other relevant queries where I'm also coming up in the top 10 or top 20 positions after the ranking of the main page, main keyword. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you very much.
Like also like I'll add the brand name together. Like no, I'm adding in the same sentence, not in the anchor text. But you can add in the anchor text as well. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Like it matters. Like you will have to add the brand name in your sum of anchors as well. Like it should be like 30-40% or maybe 20% at least.
Yes, should incorporate with the main keyword.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
So someone.
Acha, Umair bhai, I have a question.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah,
please.
actually, if we want to display our brand name or any query into LLM or in AI
Mhm.
overview, how much backlinks and schemas contributes in this? Because, for example, uh, the guest post maybe they are taking the reference from the different website, but is there any ranking or mention factor for the LLMs that they are how much backlinks we should create or how much schemas we are generating for every page? They are actually reading this all, or
Mhm.
this is a ranking factor or mention factor for the LLMs?
Mhm. Yeah, actually, there are three things which matters a lot for you and for LLMs as well. Like one thing is actually the brand mention. Secondly, the claim about your brand, and the third is the link. Right now, which what I have learned over the time and what I understand is that Google is actually and LLMs are actually not reading your backlinks right now, which the data which I have. But other than that, like brand mentions and brand claim is something it matters. And if you are going to build the backlinks as well, you are placing your brand name somewhere near your anchor text, it will add some context as well, and that context will be your claim, and that is coming from the third party. So right now, first of all, you have to understand only 2 to 3%, maybe some case study was showing it like 2.5% of the data is and the citations comes from your on-site. Other than that are coming from the third party sources. So the core thing is you will have to optimize what the third party
Sorry,
sources.
I'm stopping you here. Third party means all the social media like Reddit, Quora, which actually authoritative website
Anything,
in the eyes of LLM.
yeah, anything other than your own website, backlink
It's mean,
sites, PRs.
it's mean, yeah, it's now search everywhere, search engine
Yeah,
optimization or search everywhere. I think we are moving towards
yeah,
search
search
everywhere.
everywhere optimization.
Okay.
So there are a lot of the acronyms being used right now. So yeah, so that's a core thing. So right now, yeah. So someone was also asking the question: is
But
it
yes,
technically possible? Mhm.
Umair
Yes,
bhai,
please.
from this question, I have something else in my mind. So I have another question. For example, we are using the search feature of the LLM. Then
Mhm.
the backlinks will matter because Google is taking seriously the backlink and schemas and all these things. So what you are talking about is actually for only the LLM, what they are reading and what they are training their models throughout the internet. So it means when we are using the search, option from the LLM, then this will change. The mention and ranking, all these things will be changed, I guess.
Yeah, there is a premature memory, like there's one thing, and there are like there are three layers. So first of all, like, yeah, actually I can answer it in detail. Maybe like we can talk about it later. Remind me if I did not. But
Sure.
I will answer you in that conversation. Is it practically possible for competitors to manipulate LLMs by spreading fake negative info about my business? um by spending about my business. Yes, how can I protect my brand from this negative view? Asking this because I already lost millions of rupees in Google ads due to competitors attacks. Okay, so the answer, Niqab, is that like you will have to make sure your geo is like, if you someone is doing negative geo, you can track it. If you can track it, and you know, like, if you're tracking like the responses in geo, then you will be able to identify where it comes from. And if you know where it comes from, you can also change the narrative there as well. Like if someone is talking about you on some reviews platform or some forums, you can actually add the counter review or the counter thread for that, and you can explain why it was wrong. So that is something like, it is already about like how much you are actually like, competitors attacks might will like work more than search engine right now, what I believe. And even like, if you guys know, Google is right now, you don't need to disavow your backlinks, because Google ignores your own website, your backlinks itself when it found spamming. And that's something like, even we do. So I don't think like you don't need to disavow, but I believe like that was something Google was already looking at it. In the new side it would be different, but on the authority side, Google ignored those kind of spam links. And that's something like, you guys know, Google already get it, like people are attacking their competitors. But LLMs don't have this data where competitor is attacking or not. So it matters where you are. If you are able to add reviews on your competitors platform, um, negative reviews, like in the, like, the review platforms are the best thing where actually LLMs get traffic and get the context about your brand. But there are certain other channels we can discuss, and it's all about how much you are publishing information about your brand from your competitors. Can you please discuss about page content brief structure, so Vikas and everywhere can understand how the content structure could be of the commercial group, and what should be the style tone, what the approach will be, like commercial plus educational or totally commercial and educational. And in the outer section, as a form of, so basically content brief structure. Yeah, that is an interesting question, and Ali, I think it should be like discussed separately. But from your basic understanding, like it could be like, I can go lot of things in deep. But for the high level things, like I can explain. So if you guys can see my website, let me share. Let me check if it is ranking or not. So somebody actually is right about it, and he was not actually talking about Usman Ishaq. Actually, he's saying he was not actually writing at that time. Maybe now it's better, but at that time he was, his content was actually not semantic writing. But he was talking about semantic copywriting, and he was saying even there was no competition, so that's why I also ranked. So he write it, and I got this concept actually interesting. So I write about it, and to be honest, like what I remember right now, it was used and written by the free Chat GPT, and not like right now. It was like the old GPT. So, and that was like just by a prompt, and even I deleted that thread. It doesn't matter for me. Like at that time, I don't build a frameworks. I don't do like the prompting templates. So it was like a kind of things which I don't even. This content was not actually even right now. I did not read it completely. Maybe like 40% of things I just like go through, like how I just looking at it, maybe less than 20%. So right now, this content was how that content was written. So I'm giving you the quick context about it. So if we can see this thing, so yeah, this is amazing thing. Right now, you can see like semantic copywriting. First of all, you have to, even I don't have the data about this thing. So one thing you have to keep in mind, I already said your product should be mentioned somewhere. So we are actually the international SEO services. So it means our product is all about international SEO services. So even if I'm talking about semantic copywriting, it should connect with the international search. Is it clear? Is it clear now? It's actually dropping the problem. Actually, my phone is. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So first of all, you have to keep in mind your product source context should be there. Like whatever you are doing, it should be connected. Secondly, if you will go through, you will see the core idea is that like the topics which are coming up are more relevant. Like what is semantic copywriting? What are the principles of semantic copywriting? What are the formats of semantic copywriting? How do search engine understand it? How to develop a strategy? All of these things which are coming in the H2 are more relevant to H1 and the main topic. So H2s are more relevant, one thing. Then like the and H2 doesn't mean like one thing I have just read, your your actually CSS styling matters a lot. Like if this content is highlighted, it matters more. If it is H2 but it is written like this, it will not matters a lot. So you have to make sure your semantic things, semantic visual semantics also matter. So this is actually more semantically highlighted. So it matters more. And normally H2s highlighted more. So H2s are more relevant. Secondly, H3 are less relevant. One thing. Secondly, the sections which are coming up here in the first sections, like the first 40, 50, 60% of that content is more like it should be more like considered, like it normally considered more like than from the outer sections like this thing, like what to sorry from this thing, like you can see like all of these comes under the H3s. So H4s are the less relevant, fun thing, and the H2s are more relevant. Second thing, the core section, which is the first 50% or 40% or 60%, is more relevant and matters, have more weight than the outer 40-60% content. Is it clear? So the two things you guys get if that's the basic. Third thing is that if you will read this content, everything is like the content which has more weight, it should be more relevant. This is the core thing which you guys need to understand. Like what is semantic copywriting? It is directly explaining it. And if you guys get it, like this is normally I add the in the like introduction matters a lot. So I normally add the summary of the all the H2s in the introduction with very few words, within very few words. Like you don't need to add a lot of words. You just need to actually connect everything, like principles. You can use this principles word in the intro. then the user intent content, user intent foundation, something like that. So these things helps you to actually connect it. Two things. So right now, if you see, like, then there is a one more thing, which is the logic. Right now, if you can see, like, the why is user intent the foundation of semantic copywriting, which technical elements support semantic copywriting, it is more actually relevant to the semantic copywriting. Like, it in the logic, like, it is not too relevant, like it is not a really prominent topic like technical elements or the user intent, but these are like somehow important topics. And in the logic, it doesn't mean like they can't be explained later. So it is this initial thing which you have to cover, but you can't actually make it highlighted, because user intent, why it is the foundation, it is not the actually the most prominent, most relevant, and the most popular thing. The most prominent, popular, and relevant thing is the principles, is the formats of like copy. Because you have to keep in mind, like, I'll share the one post today about which is like which maybe I have, like, just I can show you. Like, this is the post, how Google weights your words. So Google gives you the weights. Right now, semantic and copywriting both have their own weights. So you have to connect, your content should be relevant to the semantic and the copywriting at the same time. It doesn't mean like it should be connected to the semantic all the time. It should be connected with the copywriting as well. So what I did in the formats, like, if you will read it, first of all, I explain it. Secondly, I got in the principles. It is again on the semantic copywriting both. Then I actually deeper down on the copywriting, because semantic is the more common word and the copywriting is more specific thing in that context. And copywriting in the I'm talking, sorry, user intent is relevant to the semantic, and the formats actually, and the technical elements, these are also actually regarding the semantics. These comes under the principles. So semantics are more prioritized, but later, like, you see, like, here I talk about the semantic concepts, then here I talk about the formats. So everything was like parallel, and I actually try to balance that approach. Like, formats are all about copywriting, not about the semantics. Then the how search engine understands semantic copywriting, but still I again connect formats with the semantic thing. So everything, whatever you are going to do, is that you have to first of all understand LLMs right now understand semantics better than yourself. Like, they understand how the concepts are connecting together. And if you are able to tell them, like, why you are like, if you are able to write the content in the same way, like how they understand, they will able to like push get your content and push you in rankings better. Right now, like, if you will see that all those things, like the principles, formats, how to develop, I'm just reading it maybe first time. I did not read even, I just published the content because it was just on the core high level understanding. Then this, what is the like, I know, like, the strategy matters always, like in the copywriting or the SEO. So I talk about how to develop a strategy, then I talk about this the roadmap, because this is the actually the, I just pick the entities which matters a lot, and I actually publish the content on everything. But I drop something, like here it is actually drop in the rankings, but it comes under the Act 2, but it comes under the Act 3, because I don't want to actually publish the same thing again and again. So don't make redundant content. It means, like, don't talk about same thing again. So that matters a lot. Like, if you are saying again, same thing again, it is actually increasing the cost of retrieval, cost of processing. Then I talk about, like, I make the one major heading at last, which actually connect my main topic with the my product. Like, my product is international SEO service. So how I connect semantic copy with the international SEO? This is how. How do you write semantic copy that ranks and converts? then I go deeper in the SEO things like on-page optimization techniques, then user experience and semantic copywriting, performance, key KPIs, then these are the ROI things, then EEAT, then the checkpoints like quality checkpoints. So I'm actually dropping more into the SEO things first. Then I will go into the international things. How do you build and maintain authority to semantic? So all of these things all about SEO. And after that, like if you can see, how do you scale semantic? All of these comes under the H3, and then I added the last H3 which connect back with my topic. How do you adopt semantic copywriting for international markets? And this is how I go deeper. What are the technical requirements for international? How do you conduct international keyword research? What are the 8 key considerations for multilingual semantic copywriting? So these are the core things which I have explained here. And then I link to my core page, and it has definitely to that page in ranking as well, and it also rank well. So this is the core thing you guys can actually understand. I will share this post, so if you have any question, you can also talk about it, and we can even like discuss in the next call how can you guys weight something in the 2 words, like in the AI video generator or the best CRM for real estate agents, which words will have how much weight in your content, in your concepts, in your content overall. Like, so those are the things like we can actually discuss in detail. A lot of things will be already clear after the post, but yeah, I will just explain better in the next call.
Yes, Sumer, can he ask another question related to the brief?
Yes, please.
Yeah, basically, the context that you
Yeah.
have just shown is about the educational part. For example, if we have to write for a commercial page, for instance, like if it is about digital marketing agency, this is the most commercial page where a user will definitely be coming and seeing the thing. So what do you suggest, like how we can add the content or write the content for that particular page? Because obviously this is something, the content that you just showed is supporting content that can definitely help to our commercial pages, like in your scenario, international SEO services. So in that scenario, for the digital market agency commercial page, what should be the content? Like we will not be able to write too much content on that page. And what about the summary that you have written on the top of that, concluding all the page essence so that Google and LLMs can understand the whole concept? But for the commercial part, can you please explain what section can be included? How much word count for any section? As Corey said, like we have to discuss accordingly about the context on the page so that it shouldn't dilute the essence of the main topic. So, like for the commercial page, I would like you to put some insights, like how that could be. It could be for any industry, like for the legal law firms. Like if someone is providing commercial law services as working as a commercial lawyer, labor lawyer, or a digital marketing agency, or you can say any other aesthetic services or different scenarios. So, what about the commercial part?
Yeah. So everything starts with the product attributes. Like if you are having the service will have the microservices, micro kind of features which you will be offering. So in the commercial part, you will always like consider the transactional content. You can't actually give any information. Like if even you are giving information, it should be written in the convincing vocabulary, like which we call transactional content. Like you can actually talk about anything in the predicate. Like you can't actually always say I did this. Like I have a website on sales-led SEO, and I have make a content like I ranked or we ranked AI video generator, let's suppose, on the first position. Then I have another product, my USP or achievement, which is like we ranked AI. We have 6x our or LLM growth in the last 2 months or 3 months. So this is something like I'm talking about. So I can't actually always say we have done it. So your subject actually naturally reflect who done it. So you will just write about first page rankings in the within 2 months. Then you will talk about another feature, which is like another achievement, which is ranked or grow 6x in LLMs, traffic from LLMs. So these are the things which will be actually coming up from directly in the user mind, that your H1, which is like if it's about me, then it will be about like Umair Khalid did it. But if it is about your product, like a video generator, then it will naturally reflect what it does. If you are just speaking like you will having some headings like the generate text to video, generate image to video, you are not saying like a video generator did it. If you are saying a video generator generate text to video, that is something which is information. But if you are talking about generate text to video for this, for yourself something, so this is transactional content. So in the transactional content, the core thing is about not using subject always, but reflecting the subject always. This is something which I never heard from someone, but that is the core thing you have to keep in mind. Your subject must reflect, your core topic must reflect, and your theme must reflect in every possible statement. But you will not actually be providing the information about it. You can get more context from our on imagine our video page, video generator page. I have write down, like maybe they have just rewrite it, but some of the things are similar, and like a lot of things are same. So you can review it. We have like maybe we have discussed it in the no, I did not discuss, so we can actually discuss in a date how you can actually make it. If we will discuss it today, the core topic will be changed for the today's session. So yeah, so I'm
No
talking
worries, like we can do next time.
yeah, so I'm talking about the
But
geo today. Mhm.
Mhm,
Yes, please.
mhm. Yeah, just last question. Like for the commercial, as you explained, I got the point. So you mean like if we have to say Highfield or any other brand, we can use that brand as something like we can show some numbers like we did this, we did this. If, for example, if we take the example of digital market agency, we can say like ABC agency as a ABC agency, yeah, or you can say at ABC agency we have done this, and after that we can have our services SEO, PPC, social media, performance marketing on the
No.
agency page as a service, or like what scenario would it be? Like how we do that services, like as agency, how we provide those services.
Yeah. So it always depends on the term weight, like the term which you want to rank for. Like if, that is actually the post I'm going to publish, and even I was thinking about it to discuss, and it was really exciting topic, which I think very few people in the industry know about it. But you guys must read about those things. Even I will share the post. If you will have any question, you ask the LLMs, and you will get clarity. Um, Query term weighting matters a lot. If you are talking about SEO services, you have to keep in mind there are two things. One is SEO, one is S services. Then if it is international SEO services, there are three things. International SEO services. And there are n-grams, which where it could be like 6 words set, 6 set. One is international SEO services, then international SEO and SEO services, then international SEO service. So these are the 6 sets coming from the n-grams. Then there are more keywords, like if in case like best CRM for real estate agent, which I example I have shared. In that thing, there are not actually like there will not be actually like in the international SEO services case, there will be 6 units. But if you will talking about best CRM for real estate agents, in that you will get the 4 n-grams, not the 6 n-grams as you expected. Like real estate and agent, it will be considered the single word. So but you can actually explore it later, but for your context, so every term has some weight, and based on that you will deep down into any concept. Like In the international SEO services, international is the most weighted term in the core category, and everything's covered at that. So in that perspective, I will talk about international things first. So I have started international SEO website from services. Services are always relevant to the SEO services. Like if you are trying to rank for SEO services or the SEO agency keyword, your services are something which are the most relevant, most prominent, and the most popular things for um, to that topic. So because I know that services are the most prominent thing in that category, in the SaaS thing, your product attributes are the most relevant, like the features are most relevant. So you will explain more, you will place your most relevant, most prominent, and most uh, popular things first, with the logic. Like you will not break the logic if it logically makes sense in the sequence. Like if user will see and it feels awkward, it will not be natural for the Google as well. But if it is natural for the user and also like the most prominent, relevant, and popular, then you can place it on top. Like in the international SEO pages, I have placed multilingual SEO, multilingual multi-regional SEO, then something more like those services. So you guys can explore. So right now, these are the most prominent. Then I go deeper down into some other things. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Maybe I'll jump into it later. It is really amazing thing. And is it clear for now or not yet?
Yeah, it is clear, but the thing is that, like, for example, if the page is about a digital marketing agency, and obviously that has few sub-services that has separate pages: SEO, social media, PPC, performance marketing. So in that scenario, like, obviously we will have different pages for them as well. But our main context is digital marketing agency. The user who is coming there want to know, like, what actually we offer, who we are, and how we do. So this is something that is
Yes.
the main essence that we have to work on.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously the sub services that we are offering should also be the part of that page. So just
Yeah.
in that scenario, like, we will obviously don't discuss what is digital marketing, how it works. Obviously these things will be done in the outer part or on the blog part as a top of the funnel, or you can say middle of the funnel things, like how actually what is the difference between digital marketing and traditional marketing, or offline online marketing. This is something that can support to the digital part. So somewhere, like, as I have read read this case studies, like as you said, we used to write these summaries, but that summary for the whole page was for the educational content. I think so. For the commercial pages, like, we need to be in a way like we are interacting with the users, as you said, like, they wanted to know, like, who we are, or how we actually do, or what
What
they
you can
actually
do for
looking
me.
for.
Like the core thing is what you can do for me.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
will
But
just answer.
actually, they will get from us. Like, if they are looking for a
No,
digital
no.
marketing, so
I'm saying what you can do for me. I'm the user. So you will definitely it answer what I can get.
okay, got.
So the let's talk about something like the geo thing. So the core thing which I would like to like explain you guys to somehow, and I think it's really useful as well, is that the cross department collaboration. So if I'm talking about the cross department geo, so let me show you guys one rank anything. So so let's talk about like the geo. So I just starting it with that. Like there are a lot of things maybe I can't actually explain right now, because in the next meeting we will start with the conversation first, and then we will have a on question answers. It will be make more sense, and it will be easier for someone who has time to actually um, engage in conversation, and the people who will not be willing, they can actually uh, they can actually leave the meeting. So right now, the core thing is actually there is a algorithm and the framework which is in the retrieval augmented generation, which is rank anything framework. So there are like something specific which I believe like you guys can also review it. Maybe I have shared, yeah, I have shared that document in the group as well. So in that core framework, what it is, you guys just need to understand like how it works. And the core thing is it's all about like how reliable LLMs rankings are. Like that was like the framework. And in that framework, like the person actually shared, and the team actually shared like how they rank anything, LLMs rank anything from your content. So that was so the core thing is which I have understand from that. First thing is that they rank you from not like your own website, but they rank you entirely from the others, like the mostly like 97% of the times they rank you based on the third party sources. So it matters a lot. Like if you are going to if you want to like if you want to be rank in, sorry, the framework was, sorry, different. It was anything rank first framework. So right now like I just forgetting it, give me a second. Yeah, it was same. So yeah, so right now there are, so let's start with the core thing, like how LLMs work, what they have, and why you should actually think about it. So before coming to that part, I'm just going to start it, how it works. So the core thing is parametric memory, which is actually the training memory. Like any LLMs actually build on some data, which is called tokens. Any kind of text information, if you are considering like all the actually the open source information on the internet, is actually the training data. And that training data actually, like you guys know, like there are definitely some libraries, there are some dictionaries where they get an understanding which are the topics which comes naturally closer. And they got understanding like which topics are relevant in certain context. So based on that data, they always know which content, which terms are frequently comes together, and what are the relevant, what are the irrelevant. So based on that, they assign a number which is called a vector. So they assign the number to every text, every word, every concept, and those vectors are embedding in the big corpus. And in that corpus, they place every relevant concepts together, and every irrelevant concepts having more semantic distance, which we call semantic distance. So they add more distance in those things, and the most lowest distance things are most relevant. So this is how they understand which concepts are relevant, which are not relevant. So in the training data, how Google works and how LLMs work, first of all, they run your website, your data based on some previous understanding. Like if I'm embedding some information, and Google an LLM is training over it, so it will see like some of the examples could be like I'm always talking about what is like anything like the you can see like I'm just sharing some research paper. It could be like on SEO, and someone or any book like where someone is talking about SEO, the chapter comes, then the things comes like every time if you are saying who is Umair Khalid, and then in the answer Umair Khalid is this one. You talk about Umair Khalid is an SEO expert working in certain organization and doing SEO for this long time, and having this kind of achievements. So these are the information which you can get from if they have some knowledge. So if they will reading that, they will understand. And anytime like you will see Umair Khalid as an SEO, it will add the expert word. It will predict After certain kind of training data, after certain kind of cycles, it will actually get trained. Like every time it will comes SEO, it will add the expert word later after that, or the professional word or the specialist word. So this is how it understand like what kind of things were commonly coming together every time. So I will place also together. So this, like if someone is saying I, then it will come I am, I have, I. So those are the common things which comes. So Google will, or LLMs, new LLM model will understand. So there is this memory is called parametric memory. Then there is a synthesis and attribution and RLHF. Like there is a concept which is called RLHF, which is actually reference learning from human feedback. So this is actually a kind of algorithm which comes after that. Like once you will have a big data, but big LLM model, based model on the parametric memory, and they will have a certain understanding. Like every time after this word this comes, these are the vectors coming together. Then it will, what it will do, it will actually get trained over the reference learning. Reference learning means like it will be you will actually, like whenever you will say who is Umair Khalid, it will first of all in the base model will answer who is Salman Shahid. So this is how it actually talk about you. Like it will again generate one another question based on the previous prediction and previous training. So what you will do now, if you want to train it, like if I'm going to ask any question, you have to answer me from that database. For that, you will have to do a conversation, which is RLHF learning, reinforcement learning, something from human feedback. So they hired a lot of experts to actually do conversation, like ask question, then answer question itself. So this was the kind of training which they gave to the LLMs for the chats. So they work for the some specific use case. So in that chat specific use case, like right now, if you will see, the search engines are always learning. Like if you are searching who is Umair Khalid, it will answer Umair Khalid is this. So now it will not give me who is Salman Shahid or who is Umair Khan or who is Umair something. So this is how it will actually understand, and this is actually called reinforcement learning. And after reinforcement learning from human feedback, they make another algorithm which is called I'm just forgetting the name, but which is about training and giving feedback from its own, like from AI. So that actually fine tuning, which is like fine tuning software or something like that, that algorithm was supervised fine tuning, I think that was something. So there's actually model was actually applying the AI understanding from human feedback. Like it actually understand every time if I'm talking about what is SEO, and every time it talk about SEO, search engine optimization, based on user feedback, it get it like SEO is search engine optimization is always the right question. And based on that, now it will generate answers. And there is another algorithm which will also cross check, and which will actually check whether this output was right or wrong. And based on that, it will give from human feedback, it will give feedback to that output. And based on that output, Google that LLM based model will understand like I don't need to go there. So it will actually neglect that, and it will go for the other answer. So every time whenever you will go to ask ChatGPT any question, most of the time you will see it is always giving you that different answer. And that's how it works. There is a concept which it actually predict the next version. It don't know literally the right answer always. It actually trying to predict from the existing data. So if there is no existing data, it can be manipulated. But if there is existing data, definitely you will have to make consensus over it. So Google and give it more training data to make your thing, your information reliable. So that's the core concept how LLMs work. Secondly, there is one thing like so this is how base model works. And then once you will have a training mode for the certain context, and you know, like ChatGPT works, like the base first version GPT 2.5 came up, then some call, give me a second.
Umair
Okay.
bhai,
Mhm. Yeah.
Acha, Umair bhai, for example, you are saying that if already we have trained an LLM, and
Mhm.
then later it is actually changing the behavior on the basis of human feedback. Okay, so for example, if we want to mention our brand name into ChatGPT 5.6 model, now this
Mhm.
model is already has been trained. So is there any potential if we are working on the LLM mentions, working on the website or social media so that LLM can show our brand? So is there any potential later it will in the same model it will start showing our brand because it is already trained, and it is
Yeah.
only changing the behavior only on the basis of human feedback, but it is not actually changing the core information what it is taking from the internet. So is there any
Definitely.
potential we can get into the LLM if the model already been trained?
Yeah, definitely. So there is definitely a potential. And second thing is like that was a parametric, what I said, like it was a kind of parametric memory. So parametric memory is the base memory which where it is already trained. Then you know, like after that it get trained based on the uh, AI feedback and based on the next uh, conversation, right?
Okay,
So based on the conversation, it also get trained. So when you
but
are going to
it is
free
actually changing. It is actually changing the way of answer, but
behavior,
actually it is getting the information from the core.
yeah, it is getting the. So there is one thing which comes after that, which is actually the real-time learning, real-time search. When you are going for the real-time synthesis, like first of all, you have to keep in mind ChatGPT or these kind of LLMs having caches as well. So sometimes you ask some question which is already asked from the someone else. So you will most preferably, like you will get the answer which is actually mm, like which ChatGPT gives to the someone else as well, and that person got satisfied, and then that cache version came up showing to the other people as well. And when those all those people got satisfied, it actually gave that, like because a lot of people are actually asking what is SEO, it actually assigned that answer, that specific cache version to that question. Like whenever anybody will ask, it will just give the same output. So this is one thing. Second thing is that some information will be vary, and person to person, your personalization, you can't actually give the same answer to the everyone, and that's where like synthesis and attribution come. So so what it does, it actually it don't have, like whenever it don't have the sufficient supported claims, it will go on the search engine, it will go on the current internet, and it will see where it that data comes from. Like it will actually try to search for it, and if there are some sources which are actually supporting those claims or having some information about those concepts, you will be able to rank better. And that will be something like that will be a kind of opportunity for you to actually get synthesize and attribute. Like if you are talking about best AI video generator, maybe it has already answered. Right now it don't have. But if I'm saying like it already assigned someone as a best, but you know, best AI video generator could always change because there are a lot of new features coming up in the AI video generator. So every time it will have to do the real-time search to understand who is the best. And it will not actually search best AI video generator. There is a technique which is query fan out. So what query fan out does, it generates the micro more queries which are relevant to the product as well. Like that specific query. Like if I'm talking about best AI video generator, it search for AI video generation cost. It will search for AI video, sorry, one is cost, one could be like the input methods, one could be about the output methods, one could be about the reviews. So then one might be about the best AI video generator, and there will be something about like maybe about something else. So there will be a lot of queries generated by the AI and will be searched on the Google to actually find out, not on Google but Bing, and ChatGPT will find out what are the others relevant concepts naturally comes with the AI video generator, and it will get answer about those things as well. And based on all that existing data, it will actually synthesize all information in single answer. It will collect all that information, compare it, and it will collect the specific data from the specific sources, from the specific paragraphs, to get from specific chunks, to synthesize it and attribute it. Like, and it will tell you like these are the best AI video generator, and in those best AI video generator, like these are the having, like if you need for marketing or content creation, you will go for that. If you want for something like sales, you have to go for it. And if you want to go for like avatars, you have to go for it. For movies, you will have to go for it. This is the best. So it will change the best for everything, and it will give you the output which will be personalized for yourself but for the others as well. And then there will be more probability that you will be satisfied, because it will try to capture all the attributes, like it will try to answer all the major assigned dimensions. Like one domain is actually, one dimension could be about marketing, one could be about sales, one could be about avatars. So it will be changed, and based on that it will also change the answer, and it will actually give you the combined answer which can actually output everyone, like this is best for this. So if you want to get rank in under that, you will have to make sure you actually assign your product with some specific dimension. So it is not possible like somewhere you talk about we are the best video generator for marketing, and at some other platform you are talking about we are the best for avatar creation, at somewhere else you are saying we are the best for content creation. This will not help you all. So and this could be helping if you actually make consensus over it. If you are talking about it, a lot of platforms, like every like hundreds of platforms, you are saying we are best for content creation, and other hundreds you are talking about avatar, then that's possible if you that you can come up with both. But that's will be harder for you. So if you want initially to get rank, you will have to attribute and assign yourself for some specific thing. And other than that, like you have like your on-site can make you retrievable, like you can retrieve a lot from for Google about your main brand, but the only third parties can make you recommendable. So you have to make sure you can't actually came up without having like you can't come up with your own website. So if there is someone who is believing right now is that that they will be ranking with doing their SEO better, their on-page SEO better, their content creation better on their own website, it will never help. For that, there is something, a strategy, which is actually the external topical map and the internal topical map. But before moving to that, there is one more thing you have to keep in mind. Only 2.9% of the LLMs sites come, just the citations come directly from the brand on websites. Other 97.1% are coming up from the third-party sources. So there is a strategy. Even you have to optimize your on-site. If you can't, that will never help you to get mention from the others. So you have to work on that 2.9%, but you will have to come up on the other 97% as well. So right now for the there is a strategy which is bare belt strategy. where two things are comes up, and you have to keep in mind your all the content should not be simplified, and there are some certain kind of things which help you a lot, like retrieval helps you to outrank the style. Like if your style is too much good but your content is not retrievable, Google will LLMs will not predict. So you have to make your content retrievable for search engine. You have to add the information for information gain. Like if you are talking about something, it's every statement, every chunk, every paragraph, every word, every sentence must be adding value, and that should be informational gain for search engine, for the LLMs. It picks, so LLM picks the sources that are like adding something the consensus doesn't have. They have, in general, they don't have information about it. Maybe they have information about it, but both are not connected on internet anywhere. So you are actually connecting both things. Like let's suppose MCP and SEO was not combined before 2 or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year ago. So if you're talking about SEO and AI MCP, these are the different ones. But if you are talking about it connecting both things together, and LLMs did not face it earlier, but or either there are really few sources, then you are adding informational gain that there, and it is something which matters a lot for the LLMs. So you have to add the, something which Google or LLMs, sorry, I'm talking about Google, but LLMs doesn't have. Then contested queries triggers balance training, not consensus training. So contested training, like queries are the queries which are actually you can say like commonly already answered from the like the like consistent sorry, contested queries are the queries which are like debatable, and the settled queries are the queries which are not actually where you can't get, like what is SEO or what is insurance, you can't actually get right there. But contested queries are the queries where you will be get compared. So that's where you can always, like it always try to balance the training. It always try to like contested queries don't give something like this in video or something is the best AI video generator. It will always gives you more options to balance the AI video generation best platform for everybody. It can't claim like this is the best and others are not. Others are rest. It can't say. So it will always say these are the best. Then there is one thing, scarcity overrides everything. So that is something like you have to keep in mind. Like there is the basic economic problem. Like one thing, like LLMs are always like having a question, like you know, like if LLMs will always give you output from the parametric memory or the existing information like what they have, it will not be able to get the real time information. So based on that, they actually they are scared about that whether they are missing something. So based on that, they always train themselves based on our existing chats, what we do with the chat GPT or the other LLMs, and also like the real-time training which they fetch every day. So based on that, they always add up their data, and that memory will be eventually added up into the base model as well. So you have to make sure, like if you are even saying something about right now today, it will help you to train the LLMs. But you have to keep in mind there is another part, which is like LLMs are always scared to someone. So it means even if you are the best one right now, you are coming on the best, you have trained the LLM, but at some other time, LLMs will not actually mention you because you have stopped working for the LLM. So it is not actually right now the one-time effort like SEO before. It is the continuous efforts. So you have to continuously um, um, make yourself visible and fresh, and always adding up value. Like if, and it will always actually showing up in the contested queries if you want to rank in the best version. Then there is a concept about the sampling temperature index change and personalization. It matters as well. Like they always get sample based on like the, and actually try to understand the user experience, and based on that it actually place some information and override some information as well. Then there is indexing churn, like they can't actually index everything themselves, so they are going for the Google CC, if you know, like the, so they go for it and they get information from that. And then there is a concept about the personalization. So if I'm always talking about the SEO, and now I'm going towards the AI video generation, so it will get show me the best AI video generation or image generation for SEO, not for something else, or the marketing, but not for sales. So you, it will actually answer will be different based on your personalization as well. And some best content types we can actually talk about is original data. Sorry, I did not discuss the bare batch strategy, which is actually conformity pressure and the novelty pressure, which actually matters a lot. And conformity and novelty, I'll explain it. One thing is conformity means like things which are already confirmed, and the novelty means things which are not aware, and like which I don't know. So Google LLMs always actually try to balance both of them, and there are some things which are predictable and semantically similar, and there is a consensus over it. Like what is SEO? There is a consensus. Nobody can change SEO, search engine optimization. And there is a novelty pressure, which is informational gain, like information, which could be informational gain, diversity, claim level evidence binding, like best AI video generator. This is a claim, and how they can actually verify it. So this is something it doesn't know always. It always change, and they will have to always understand it. Then information gains could be like some statistics. So those things matter. So the best content types is original data. If you have some original data and you can add something about your product, why it's better, or the some you have some proprietary stats, like we can share video statistics, so the AI video generation statistics, so those kind of stats helps you a lot. And then some frameworks which you can name, like as I name, like the sales led SEO, it is my own framework. So it will always help me to actually it will help LLM to remind myself if I will make consensus over it, and I will train the LLM over it. Then the first party benchmarks, like if you are having a kind of benchmarks or the statistics, quotes from some brilliant people, like the people which LLMs and like understand them as authority, or in the like naturally they are authority. So those people's quotes helps you to get rank in the best. And also like the comparison articles, listicles, reviews platforms, the Reddit or the other forums threads, and even your own documentation pages helps you a lot to get rank. So these are the some of the content types you can actually work over it. And then there is something like which is actually the index API, if you guys know. So index API is something like where you can actually add your API. Like this is a common API, index now, where you can actually add like which you can add to your website and and always like post your new URLs, like which you have either updated, refresh, or just publish. So it will always tell to all the search engine except Google that these are the websites which came up recently, or these are the pages which are updated recently. So based on that data, those LLMs will also having data from those same search engines like Bing. So the LLMs will go and on Bing, and they will like get the out data from the Bing that these pages are updated, and based on that updated information they will came up to your site again, and they will read yourself again, and based on that reading again and again you will actually able to um, make your website authority better than your competitors, and they will trust more than others. They will came up more, and they will uh, recommend you more. Then there is a concept about data non-snippet. Do you guys have any question from previous things? I'm just talking about it.
No, from now it's quite clear.
All right. So then there is like a concept about the data non-snippet, which is a kind of attribute which you assign to some content within the like article or the landing page, that which content should be retrievable or from the search engine or which not. Like you will have a blog or something, and in the same blog you are actually mentioning something which is actually repeating again for user. So at that platform, even for the search engine it's better, but you are repeating that information, and you don't want LLM to read it. So like you are always like speaking about your brand, like you are the best, you are the best. So like the information which is not adding any value. So what you can do, you can add the data non-snippet attribute in a HTML tag. So it will actually prevent specifics, like it will prevent the search engine from showing that specific part to the to in the search results or AI summaries, and also like the LLMs will not actually mention yourself. And why you should use it? Because there is a concept about the AI chunking, which means your some specific content is always retrieved from the search results, and your specific part will be retrieved based on your content, uh, self like whether it is self-contained or not. If you guys are self-contained, your content will be like you're not like you will be came up. But if you are not self-contained, Google will see it is like do you guys know AI cannibalization? Like there is a concept about AI cannibalization. Based on that we are using it. And AI cannibalization is something where two of paragraphs of your site are actually repeating the information, and based on that Google or LLM can't understand which chunk they have to retrieve, which chunk is better relevant for them, and due to that reason they ignore your site and they go for the someone else. So you have to keep in mind every your context, every chunk of your website, every paragraph of your website should be self-contained, and it should not be actually something like it should not be answering the same question which you have answered somewhere else. Like a lot of people, what they are doing, they are having on landing pages specifically, they are having an answer like what is SEO based on in a SEO's agency or SEO services landing page, and then in the FAQs they also add what is SEO services, and in the start they also answer what is SEO service. So it doesn't make sense, and Google will not actually, or an LLM will not retrieve your passage, and it will go for someone else. So based on that we add the data no snippet attribute to make sure it should not be retrieved by search engine or LLMs. And yeah, one thing like last but not least, which is actually viewport expansion technique. um, what it means, like I think it will be like a bit like you just need to like make sure your if you open the any website and you go into the um, if you open the website and you just make it smaller in the browser, like let's suppose, like let me check how smaller it could be. Like you can one second. um like if you are reducing the your web page actually size, and you are like making it smaller in the viewport, like you will open and your whole page should be able to appear in it. and your whole content should be retrievable. If you are opening some page and it is not loading and you are having a lazy load, so there is a probability sometime your content will not be retrieved. So you have to make sure, you always make sure your content should be accessible in the viewport as well, if it is actually minimized. And yeah, these are the some things you have to keep in mind. And other than that, so let's talk about like a kind of a strategy which you guys can actually follow, and that is the external topical map. As I said, like for the internal things I already told you. So for the external things, you will have to like make sure you follow these approaches. First thing is, let me check, I have written somewhere. So yeah, so first thing is actually the framework which I have shared, like anything rank first framework, like how LLMs are reliable ranking. So if you can understand how it works, it will help you a lot. Maybe I can share you guys the link here. Yeah, it was actually about like the microsemantics, like they are always comparing it based on the microsemantics, like how the micro elements can justify it. So before that, like you for your context, like you guys can see, and it is like really easy, you can ask any LLM, so it will answer you. So first of all, you understand it, then like you get it. Like if I'm talking about best AI video generator, I need to talk about its cost, I need to talk about its certain attributes that helps me to justify that I'm the best. So that is all about like that framework. Then the second thing is about external topical map. So you have to, like, if you want to get ranked in the LLMs, you have to make sure you are also easily retrievable from the third party sites as well. You are able to rank in the external websites, and they are also mentioning yourself. So if LLM will read about yourself and that others are also mentioning you and there is a consensus, they will rank yourself as well. Like there are three things: brand mention, claim, and the link. So if you are able to get all of three, that's better. But even if you are having like a brand mention, it will help you. So right now, like in the LLM threads, in the LLM for like the Reddit forums and those kind of things, it helps you, and a lot of other platforms which I have shared earlier. So there are three type of sites which you can follow in the external topical map. First thing is actually the top authority sites in that certain topic, like they are the relevant in that thing. Like if I'm talking about best AI video generator for marketing, so in the marketing, if you are able to rank, if you are able to get mentioned in the marketing top sites as a best video generator, you will be, there is more probability you will be able to rank. Second thing is that you are not actually and same thing goes for the sales and others. So if you are able to, if you want to get mentioned in the marketing platform, they are saying you are the best video generator, but still you will not be get ranked, get mentioned. The reason is that there is no consensus over it. So you will have to build the consensus as well. Consensus is that you will have to, as I said, like Higgsfield is not AI video generator. It is AI creative source. So you will have to first of all mark the dimension, and in the every page like which you are going to publish on the third party sources, you have to connect back in the content. You don't need to highlight it, just place it like you are the AI creative suite, not a AI video generator. So then if you want to still rank for the best AI video generator, you will have to talk about it, that Higgsfield is providing the best AI video generator. And from that, or you can talk about the Higgsfield AI video generator as a product. And from that, you are mentioning on the marketing platform that it is the best for a marketing. Then there is a next thing, which is extension domains. Which domains will have these domains are the sometimes like the exact match domains, like from like you can actually go for the EMDs. You can make your own site, make it if possible to actually get mentioned over it. Like if you want to, like there is a platform which I have Kore has shared, which is audio2text.com. So what you can do, you can go to those platforms, you can check, and if I want to rank for the best audio to text AI video generator, and that platform if help me, if they mention myself, it will help me to actually get ranked in the LLMs. And the third thing is, and that helps you to build consensus. And the third thing is wasteful domains. These are the domains which are not having a lot of site demand, lot of clicks. They are having like 100,000 clicks, but still they are able to get ranked. And these are the platforms which are cheaper, like maybe in the $5, $10, $20, and you can list, get mentioned a lot of time, and get claims a lot of time. So first of all, you will have to focus on the specific domain, and then you can actually claim back that thing again and give that website as a source. So based on the third party connections, you will get ranked better. So this is the core external topical map strategy. Then you will have to also make sure, like if you want to make your own site, you have to make the third party profiles as well, and sources, like you will have to mention on the social media with the similar claims. And also, like if you can actually have the uh, like if you can buy some outdated news websites, they helps you a lot. And one thing which works in the geo is a lot is that the entity frequency. So if your website is like if you are talking about like best, yeah, video generator for this, for this, for this, so there is probability that your platform will be retrieved for the best. So what you can do, you can also make sure you increase the best like the entity frequency in the listicles as well. Like if you are adding a lot of time a video generator in best listicles, there is probability your landing pages or your articles will be retrieved. But as I said, it will not help you recommend, it will just help you retrieve. So for recommending, you will have to practice the same approach on the third party sources. And if your content is relevant, that will help you a lot. Like if your content is similar to how Google LLMs predict, then it will rank you better, and it will trust you more. And then there is a hack on the Reddit and Quora. You can see what are the ranking threads, subreddits, and like you can use some platform, automation platform or something like that, to actually engage over those threads, add your brands or claims on the threads which are ranking on the Google and or the Bing, and those threads will help you to get ranked. And that's something like you can work on. And there is peer thing, like there is a strategy, like you have to keep in mind, you have to work across the channels, like the PR, YouTube topics. In the YouTube under, you can add your links as well, your website links, the page link which you want to get retrieved. It helps you in the SEO as well. Then the social branding, like if you are so in the social media, you are assigning the same definition to your brand, same kind of attributes to your brand, it will help you to retrieve in the LLMs as well. So yeah, these are the some of the things which you can actually work on right now. Is it clear? Do you guys have any question? All right, so yeah, that's it for now. Like we can actually have more sessions if you want, but that's it for now. Like if you will be able to working over it, you will see the results, inshallah. So yeah, see you guys soon. It's been 2 hours, and that was a great to connect with you guys.